handy. But she should be here if like the in and out.
Okay, that I will tell you.
Just, and then you will invite, or I will invite as the winner. If it's gonna be not like with non-edited, if it's edited, that's for that part. Getting up and sitting down, it needs to be.
No, that is the only thing. Initially, I will introduce, and I am going to inform to the people that this is JUC Award, Chennai. Felicitation, just discussions, and happy to welcome you. Then, so Madam is going to have interaction with the winners. Then I will leave. Then you will initiate and you start.
Maybe you'll say other way around. Not Madam will have interaction with the winners. You may say the winners now ask the question.
Right. Okay.
So like
winners are reverse. Yes.
Reverse. So it will be more interactive.
Okay.
ரமேஷ், நீ பேசி முடிச்சுட்டு நீ வெளில வர இல்லையா? நீ வரும்போது நீ போயிட்டு அந்த
மனிதல உட்காந்து
அவனுக்கு ஒரு ஸ்டூல் போட்டு உட்கார உட்காந்துட்டு தென் சிக்கன்
வேண்டாம் வேண்டாம்
You may ask for
is it okay then
what is going to be topic, what will be different for the next one.
Okay. Ready?
She came in and said, where were you? These are my first friends here.
Ready? I'll say action.
Action.
1, 2, 3, action.
So we are very happy and very warm, very green. Welcome to the Chennai, our great mentor, Barcan Unver ma'am, founder, president of Light Millennium charitable organization. It was very happy note. So we never expected that we had a meeting with you, ma'am, in Chennai. Last 2 years, we had several discussions through our IGEN activities, Institution of Green Engineers. We had several activities. And I would like to appreciate the Deepak, because through Deepak we are connected here and we are lively connected at the offline in Chennai here. It was very happy note. So particularly this discussion, this program is for our JUC Media Research and Writing Awards 2021 and 2023. Hope never fades. So it is very happy note that this event organized, and we had 7 or 8 participants from the Institution of Green Engineers, and today we have 2 winners here, Rukshana and Adiban. So they are going to have they are having a lot of questions to ask ma'am, and going to have an interaction with ma'am about the JUC Awards. Not only the JUC Awards, about the volunteering opportunities, about the United Nations related activities, how the students community can able to initiate and activities in sustainable development goals. You all know that 17 sustainable development goals are there, starting from no poverty and the SDG 17 partnership for the goals. Collectively, madam is going to be with Chennai for another 5 to 6 days. We are having several programs. One program tomorrow we planned in TIC, and second program in Dr. MGR Educational Research Institute, and third program in KSR College of Engineering. Clubs inaugurations, like that, series of programs are planned with the initiative. And on this occasion, we'd like to thank our president of Dr. MGR Educational Research Institute for providing the good support in planning and execution of all the events. And thank you so much, ma'am, and be here. And it was very nice because generally this discussion is the discussion by the God, which I feel like that. Otherwise, there is no. We never thought that we met lively here. Thank you so much, ma'am. I think they are going to have an interaction with you. Yes, Ruksha.
Thank you so much, Professor Ramesh. It is my honor and privilege, especially collaborating with IGEN And even I was not aware of there is such a beautiful place name called Chennai and Tamil Nadu exist. So the project really brought Chennai and Tamil Nadu, and it was like everything virtual. Everything requires the same amount of work. It's nothing less, if not more. But this is the beauty and excitement to meet in person, like dreams come true, right? Just like, little square, little icon on this Zoom screen, and a minute only we were able to provide a minute for the first winners, and then say hi, viewers or not. But it was packed program. We like to kind of bring everyone to surface, but we weren't able to give everyone equal time. But now we are here face to face, and I am thankful to Professor Ramesh and Ayjan and Dr. MGR University for hosting me, and really very exciting programs. And you may know already, but when I've seen time to time, India promises full of surprises. It has come very true, and I've been living through last couple of weeks. Actually, I've been in India since January 3rd. Every day is a surprise and amazing, and it comes so naturally, so beautifully, and really India delivers the promises. Now, any question? First, before I turn to you, the mic, first, I congratulate you, Rukhsana, for your media project.
Thank you.
And
Pademba.
I congratulate you, Pademba, for your research project on artificial intelligence. The idea is really, it has two strong points. One is you produced this project. The second, it was posted available whether you receive anything or not. The third, you are awarded. The fourth, you represent it, and then you receive your certificate. You receive your monetary promise hours, and then as part of the guidelines, we also compile them, publish books. Yes. So it becomes like a lifelong impact because publishing something on internet, I've been doing 25 years, but I am giving now more attention to really put in print, because digital environment changing so rapidly, and suddenly this may not work, or computer operating system may not work, software program, and then you have to deal so many, even one file. Book is always the best, the safe, but the ideal one is to go both ways. Now, congratulations again, and it's your turn.
Thank you. So first, I would like to thank you, ma'am, because of providing such a very good opportunity to showcase our skills by this JUC Awards 2023. And I feel I need to show my gratitude towards it. So in order to do that, I came up with the question, what inspired you and how was your journey for this Light Millennium and JUC Awards, by organizing JUC Awards?
This is going to be another full book. But I try to be brief. Light Millennium, I consider it came, two stages. One is physical, like experience and education. The other more inspirational. I graduated, I have a master's degree on media, and I used to be freelance art journalist in Istanbul about 10 years, and my book was published before I ever went to New York. And my initial goal was, before going to New York or United States, learning English, and TV production. And at the time in Turkey, we only had one or two state channels. We didn't have anything. But somewhat, I always had an interest for production. Not like for the sake of being on the screen, but produce something. It was always important for me. And that really, I followed my instinct. I changed so many things in my life. I took so many risks and went to New York and studied English, master degree. And then Queen's Public TV, which is not exists most part of the world, not in terms of Queen's Public TV itself, but the system. It is called Public Educational Government Programming. It's non-commercial programming, and through local channels, FCC, we call Federal Communication Commission in the US. I don't know what is the equivalence in India, but I know in Turkey, JUC. So you decide everything about the communication policies, rules, what goes, what should not go, etc. But we see all channels in India, Turkey, US, all channels are commercial, right? So without commercial, they cannot survive. But this PEG programming, public educational government, actually is non-commercial, and city supposed to provide facilities through the cable channels and then educate people. For instance, I had my master's degree, but unless you get job and pay, you don't have access. And then these stations in the US, 2,500, and provide studio. For instance, QPTV has 2 studios, and provides when the edit program goes air and goes to homes. And for instance, Manhattan has alone 5 million subscribers. In Queens has 640,000 subscribers. But Queens also won Manhattan, for instance, each small apartment, 1 or 2 people live. In Queens, 11, 20 people lives in one house. So when you multiply, maybe it's more than. So that led me, because I got the experience of the freedom of expression. That goes with the United States Article 1, First Amendment, freedom of expression. Also, it goes along with the United Nations Universal Declaration of Article 19. So I felt those are my institutional inspiration, and especially Queen's Public TV. I had hands-on experience. I've been using, still I've been benefiting. So Turkey didn't never provide this as of today. So I wanted to have that as global connection from the local to, so it took long 2 decades, but I'm here because of I'm still doing. So that's, once I produced over 25, 30 programs, then because of master degree, because of TPTV, because of following United Nations, so those led me to form the Enlightenment. In 2025, even when I was formed, I've already produced United Nations and Workplace, 1992. So I was always in those subjects anyway. So therefore, while I was forming, my goal was also associated with the United Nations. It's not, it didn't happen by chance or accident or someone suggested me. And then also from the spiritual inspiration perspective, my son, and now unfortunately is not with us anymore. He was born 1997, and he was always so much in space. Mom, look at this, space, astronaut. It's just like I printed some of them, even though astronauts would say, let's say, artificial astronaut, let's say. Oh, we are surgeons. He was asking question about Venus, or he was imagining at the 6 years old space news, and even we were sure, like recording those. So it inspired me. And when he was 5 years old, for his birthday, we were gonna get the gift. 5 times the toy stores, I'm not gonna name. He was asking specific toy, but we learned that it's never exists in his mind. It was like talking alien. So that year it was 25th anniversary of the Schipperberg's ET. So then touching the red finger, touching the solar system, telling everything. And it was our best toy. So my son was the inspiration of Light Millennium. And he was always, baby was on my lap. And then 1 o'clock, suddenly slide down and then shut down because I wouldn't otherwise turn off the computer. So that really, and he was saying, for instance, Hope Never Fails in the book, and you already heard, he was 6 or 7 years, and computer wasn't work. I was going to cry because I promised Anos that we're going to have the issue, and but computer wasn't coming up. And then he was saying, Mom, what happened? What happened? John, you know, the computer's not coming up. And Mom, don't worry, Hope Never Fails. And then it was really like calming me down, like 6 years old kid. And I'll try again, Mom, try again. And I try, and then it came back, Mom, I told you, like, you know. And I hugged him. So then it went to 2004 on the website, still as it is, as it was then, as it is today. So these are always, he inspired me, and he was sending, Mom, can you post this, like video games, the stories? And then after 11, 12, he's homeless and nothing is home. He lost interest, but he lost interest to write them, publish. But then he died in IQ. She wrote, I mean, published, not because, you know, I wouldn't publish because I don't have that kind of system or computer better. But so he was so much on the IQ test, and he wrote many maybe, but 10 were published. IQ exam net. Even the person said to me, he can take down everything. I said, no, that's what's his most strong passion. So if I would have asked them to take them, it would have hurt. So I wouldn't do that. So, you know, it's already over 4 years. I thought I can only survive to do something on his name. So it's a little long response, but it has 2 strong angles, like Millennium and, you know, my son, and also project. So, but also this project in a way was born here. Maybe nothing is coincidental. How it was born here, because 2019 I was invited Anuvrat's conference in Delhi. It was 10th international conference on peace and non-violent action. And after conference, I went to Ahmedabad because also we had October 2019, Gandhi's 150th birthday, right before 3 months before, 3-4 months before COVID. So it was really one of the best highlighted, well-received events. And then I already had 2 couple programs about Gandhi, but I said, I read books, searched, watched movies, documents, but now time is, I have to see in place. So when Dr. Gandhi invited, I said, this time I really want to see Gandhi museums, wherever it is. And then I've been informed, and Delhi has 2, and also the Arvind Vora suggested me to also, he's co-founder of the Shanti Fund in New York, and Gandhi Ashram. And I made a ticket, like as I did from the, you know, almost May, so 8 months before this plan made. It's not like last minute schedule. So I right after conference, the next morning, 4 a.m., I went to Ahmedabad. And the next morning was my best day because I went ashram. I really inspired. And so like I felt also good because I was able to realize my dream, seeing in person, not just reading, looking at. Nothing is the same when you see in person. Read, digital, all that. And also really to see this simplicity, real, how he lived through. Not only ashram alone, but also 2 museums in Delhi. Even I went also Nehru's museum. So when I went to Ahmedabad, I already also had seen a national museum for Gandhi, other one, again, Nehru, because there are connections, so many points. And then when I've seen ashram, I felt kind of now deeper understanding, deeper respect. It's not just the powerful quotations, or it's not just some historical reference, but seeing throughout his life, through those ashram, National Museum, and also where he lived in Delhi, where he was shot. When you see all that, you see like every step of his life he built up and he carried out throughout his life. And it's not just the talk, and he dedicated and he implemented and he engaged others, and then that becomes the power. So then the next morning, it was the best day, and the next morning it was the worst day. And worst of my life. I hope I won't have any worse anymore. And then we were going to go another ashram and selected some other places to go in Ahmedabad. And the morning, the worst horrifying news came in, and suddenly I had to pack and cancel, burn all the tickets, and I had to get new one. But 28 hours, Delhi, Ahmedabad, Delhi, New York, waiting at the airports. But also when you go to, I'm sure whomever went from Delhi or from India to New York nonstop, you go back to back. 28 hours and back-to-back dark in 2 nights merges. And I'm already like ready to break down, but I'm putting myself so much pressure, not emotional breakdown. Who's going to have me? And what's going to happen? So I have to be there. And then that long 14 hours flight from Delhi to New York, I was desperate to find something to hold on. Then I was, or even in the dark, I was sitting by the window side because we were talking the stars always. And I tried to speak in my mind through stars with them. This idea came in that. So therefore, I visited again Ahmedabad. Therefore, I mean, whenever Dr. Gandhi invites me, I try to make it, not all the time, but this time also I said, that was, I didn't want to leave that half impact. So then I decided to honor my son and develop a project on his name. So how this project really started. But I want to have a good note on this. The good note is, when you love someone, whether you see or not, whether physically with you or not, you love someone. It is a real love, true love is not depending on the condition. That's I say from my own personal philosophy feeling. But also I am thankful to my son because the time was brief, but we shared so much. all quality time, very early. Like he was my teacher, he was my professor. I mean it. But therefore, I met you. I met like 50 people, young people, Sri Lanka, and they were all so bright, so exciting. And now 800 people, students I spoke. So my love, the whole concept also is in the book, and you heard. I wanted not like mourn and lost in pain, but extend my love to kids. What I would do my son, and it's within limited sources, whatever I can. We are all family. Everyone, we may have big dreams, but we do everything within our sources, right? So that I thought I could carry on, and as long as I can carry, I can develop and improve and sustain. So it's a long response, but it is like another book.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. First of all, thank you so much for this amazing opportunity, because I've never been to a competition which is this much like in an international level. So it was very fun doing it. I do editing, but then this way of taking a video and doing it all was very much fun and new to me. So thank you so much for that, ma'am. So my question is regarding SDG, because in the media category, my topic was my favorite SDG, and I did I did it for the SDG goal number 7. So how do you think that SDG is a important impact on all of us right now, ma'am?
We have to acknowledge, unfortunately, COVID, because until COVID, because each SDG, we have to think first. 193 countries without any abstention approve it and promise, not binding, but promise to support the sustainable development goals. Let's say what even in India, China might need, or Jaipur might need, Delhi might need. People, population, environment, economy might different than north-west, east, east-west, north-south. So it is also like Africa is different, Europe is different, US different part is different. So the number 17 is supposed to member states should help what you have, what you don't have, help each other to empower. And some also after the Millennium Development Goals, the UN build up the data and measure. So what's missing, what needs, what sort of technology needs, what sort of policy needs. It was really getting better and making progress. But unfortunately, COVID made 20 years back. So, but now, going back to JUC Awards, we dedicated 2025, as you know, heard of it, and also book also mentioned that, Water Action Decade. That was announced 2018 to speed up, accelerate the progress for the SDG 6, which is also related with SDG 7, drinkable water and hygiene and sanitation. But why it's related? Because also energy produce water, and it's a great deal percentage in all parts of the world. So SDG 6 and it is also the cross-boundary issues, clean water issues. And one thing was about COVID bothered me so much. It was so much global push for the vaccine, but not the push for the clean water, not at least basic healthy diet, and not also, let's say, basic hygiene. Even Turkey then and now, 18% tax. Poor people, they hardly get the bread. And you put 18%, and then you make then they have to have vaccine. Vaccine won't help if you don't sustain that. They're gonna be weak. They're gonna develop one sickness or another. They're gonna go because it's not supported. So the politics was completely wrong, and really pull back so many progress. But look at the positive note. When you young people, 5 years, 10 years later, you're gonna have some positions, whether academician, whether researcher, whether government agencies, whether educational, whether private, corporation, or individual. So when each of us do something right, and collectively also, like Gandhi, I was so surprised because I knew Gandhi, Dandi March, 1930, and what really shaped the British Empire, right? But I was thinking like 100,000 people. We started with 76 people. But the 76 people, the power of the mind, and then you find the common interest for general public need, then you can shake the world. So therefore, we need to own, like you choose SDG 7. Now, last couple of years, I'm focusing more SDG 6. Also, Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Not like we can provide, but like at least to reach out to youth, to make them aware. If they don't know, 20 years later, we're going to be made far worse than today, because somewhat worse going backwards. But it's also, unfortunately, maybe history repeats in different shapes and forms. The first 20, 30, World War II, 20th century, now like changing new world order and COVID and one biological and so many things, and AI, one part is good, other part is threat. So what's going to replace, how people are going to survive, provide basic living standard conditions, human advancement. There are all big questions. So with this project, or like Millennium in general, write ideas, share ideas, research ideas, freely, non-political, non-religion. So because that creates tension and division, and really focus human advancement and what you can do, or what maybe you may not able technically bring a solution, but you may envision it, a solution, and maybe an engineer will bring the solution. So we all have responsibilities to make things better, as long as we keep our hopes alive.
Yes, ma'am. So what we are planning to have, you'll present the certificates and books to them, so that we'll conclude it. Krishna will also comment.
Okay.
He'll stand and.
So maybe from here.
Here, Rukshana.
Let's see it.
So we are very happy that our winners had a discussion with ma'am, and madam is going to present now the certificates and the book to the winners. Initially, I will request the Rukshana to receive the certificates and books from ma'am.
First, certificate, because this is the first we are able to provide you, and also along with your cash awards. And congratulations, and I'm really happy. This is really how I wouldn't thank to John. You know, he's not physically with us, but he made us bring together. Sure. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
He's more alive than maybe many of us with us. You know, it's different level. So I have many sons, many.
They're also your daughters and son.
Yes. And also that, so he is part of here.
Yes.
With his quotes.
Yes.
And he's also a few ideas here. But also this is, your ideas become in the book. And hopefully that this is beginning, there will be more and more in the coming years. And now your ideas becoming, both your video is online, web available, and a summary. And also your introduction is in this book, and video is available globally.
Thank you so much.
So congratulations,
Thank you.
and I hope you will continue. Thank you.
Take on photos. Okay, you can leave. Then Adiban. So now I request the Adiban to receive the certificate and the books from me.
Perimba Atiban,
Atiban.
third place. Is artificial intelligence angel or demon? That was also one of my son's questions, and he was even one of the last pieces he started on artificial intelligence. He was going to write 4th chapter. He wrote the 1st chapter. So then when you choose this topic, because the suggested topics also what he interested were write about, question about, I develop all around those. And congratulations. So also for the record, this is his e-signature for his intellectual IQ test. He used this his visual signature. And this is his last image.
Okay.
So that's why it has become the logo of the project. This is like Millennium's logo. And he always loved birds. We always had 5, 7 birds. And so this is symbol of, you know, what he loved. So it's represents him too.
Yes.
And now I'd like to present book. Yes, as I mentioned during the Perimpa's questions, hope never face. Actually, my son's phrase and quote when he was 6 years old. Now it become title of the book, and also it's like also I'm keeping alive my hope doing this project, and also his piece will also become part of the book as well.
Because of his hope never fails. Today we all connected together in Chennai.
Yes.
So that is actually the thought process.
Indeed.
Say he is not with us, but his thought process, connecting lot of children, connecting lot of people together and asking to write more. So something is actually is happening.
It's happening, and also I really feel I'm expanding my life to children. Not, you know, family usually, you have, of course, you love, care your family, your children as first, your priority in life. And then you have two choices. I mean, I'm saying whoever face this kind of pain, sorrow, you have two choices. One is mourn and disconnect from your life. You can get sick, and maybe I would go maybe by now, or develop a serious illness and deal hospital, medical, and then that could be whole your life, whatever life you might have. Or take different approach. Yes, love only continues when you serve to love, when you care people. So I'm lucky in a way, in different sense. Also, I have another son and I have 2 grandchildren. So I once when I was upset, even everyone was making me pressure having the vaccine. I did not still today, and I said I don't care. My sister was so upset. How can you say that? You know, like, yes, I am upset, but you don't have right, you know, just give up the life. So then you expand your love. So if you lose the love and you lose the hope, then you become a vegetable. So I didn't want to be a vegetable. So I'm here.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Congratulations, Periba. And come and then we'll club together. It will be edited, I suppose, right?
Come.
So
you stand in the center.
Madam, you will come in the center.
Okay.
Rakshana, this side.
Okay, so maybe you'll bring here. We'll
book.
Yes, book is my another brainchild. Like Millennium, and this project is my brainchild.
So thank you all those who are watching live, and it was very happy moment that we never thought we had a session like this in Chennai, and hope more of our members will participate in JUC Awards this year. So that is what we have a lot of next year.
For the closing,
2 years, every 2 years.
Biennial, so because also book project.
Right.
But February, the guideline, the last section of this book has the next, what is next is about the preliminary guidelines.
Okay.
But more specific detailed guideline will be posted in February. Officially will be launched in March during the World Water Day, because as I stated, is it going to be dedicated for Water Action Decade. And then the award ceremony will be 2025 March.
Okay. So I will assure that the Institution of Green Engineers will be the promotion partner for this.
I don't like the word promotion. Contributor.
Yes.
Promotion is so commercial.
Right. Contributor, and we will have a big, our Pan India, we will promote in a big way to get more participants, so that they will get motivated to write and do the editing and all the activities, research related activities are there.
Then it will become really global, those texts available, plus the book project. And also I really trust your age, because elementary, yes, it shapes until they say until 3 years old, the babies. But the whole point is that when high school, when maybe you haven't searched something, as you said you did the first time. So when it becomes something you want to do more, you want to follow, something you add on your life. So then it might shape your future choices and option, or you may add and continue on. But it is something you try out. Maybe later on you may not able to try.
So thank you all. Thank you so much. And we are having a couple of programs in this week. We'll meet you all. And we are signing off from my friend Murugan studio in Chennai. Thank you all.
Greetings from Chennai. Thank you. Thank you.